Hi again. So after you've visualized your first structure chart, I'm going to show you how to visualize a time chart. And I'm going to integrate the actual as well as the previous year, showing again how to utilize IBCS within your TrueChart and Power BI environment. I'm also going to integrate and show you layouting functions because TrueChart has major possibilities to do your layouting however you would like. Therefore, I would like to integrate a title, a time chart that integrates the actual and the previous year. So let's jump right in, initialize a new TrueChart object. And you can do right here. Just push that a bit to the right side. And I said I want to integrate the month as a dimension. And then let's jump to the measures. And the next step, I'm going to integrate the actual as well as the previous year. So that the previous year makes sense, we would have to integrate the year into a filter. So let's jump quickly into the filter section and add a filter, a year filter to this visual right here. Let's go to basic filtering and just choose 2018 as we want to depict the previous year as well. Let me just minimize that. And as always, I recommend to go into the focus mode when designing with TrueChart. Let's do that. And now you have the possibilities again to choose from charts, commenting, templates, as well as layout. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump into the layout section and create two different cells. So if you click on layout, you will have one cell. To integrate, for example, a title that falls into the commenting section, you just click on edit grid and add a new row to it, either up or down. That's on you. Now, if you want to have a title in the top and a time chart in the bottom, choose the top cell and then just click on title. So this will visualize your title and you will see how that comes out in a second. Below, we integrated the actual and the previous year. So I'm going to integrate that here as a time chart. Go right here and just let's see how that goes. So what you have now is a title in the top and a time chart in the bottom. And this looks a bit crazy. As you can see, the dimension is not sorted yet and the values are not IBCS-like at the moment. So we have no coloring for the previous year and the actual is still a bit not right scaled. So we're gonna take that on and work on that in the next few seconds. So I told you always go right click. That's what we're going to do next. So right click on it and go to data because now we are transforming the information that TrueChart gets about the data. So first, let's pick on the month. What you can see right here, it's not sorted right yet. So let's jump directly to the sorting because that's something I don't like. And as you can see right here, you can either sort ascending or descending. In case of the month, it only makes sense to sort ascending. If you want to create a total, you might have learned that in the last section, just click on total value, let it calculate by TrueChart, and this will be the total for the year. So just type in year or anything you would like. And as you can see right here, it's already visualized. Now, you might ask yourself, what is this time section here? This time sections also follow the IBCS, and the IBCS say that you should make smaller, like you should differ the size of your bars, the broadness of your bars, depending on what you're depicting. So if you're depicting a year, it should be bigger than when you're depicting a day, for example. So that's something you might also include. For this case here, we're working with month value. So you can either choose the value. As you can see, the scaling went a bit down of the time chart. And the value is just what's depicted within the bottom on the dimension. So you also have the possibility to use digits of the month for January, February, etc., or even 3 digits of the month, as you can see right here. I'm going to stick to the value because I'm used to it, but you can use anything you would like. So this is now everything that we've done within the dimension. Let's jump to the measure section. And First thing, I'm going to take on the actual. I don't want to rename it. I don't want to do anything right here. Thing is, I want to put on the scaling. I want to pull it down to 1,000. The rest is okay because we are in the present. The scenario is an actual, so we're done here. Let's jump to the previous year. The previous year, we want to also scale to thousands. Let's do that right here. You always see it live, that it changes. And they say, hey, we want to have a light gray because I know IBCS, and the IBCS standard says that everything that lies in the past, like the previous year, should be in another color than the actual. In this case, light gray. To do that, you don't have to do any coloring because the notation manual is always set up when delivering TrueChart for Power BI. So you're gonna just click on past. As you can see, there is a light gray section right now here. It's not yet positioned right. We're gonna do that in a second. And now we've done everything for the previous year as well. We scaled it right. We integrated the right scenario to it. So we're done right here, defining the data. Now we're gonna define how our visualization should look like. For that, go into the cell menu. Again, put on the advanced settings, that gives you more possibilities. And I think for the actual, we're just gonna have to choose non-header because we know what the definition is for that. And if we jump to the previous year, also gonna exclude the header for that. And now let's pull the previous year to the left side. So let's position it in a new way. How you're gonna do it, you just click on the position, just scroll up to the position where your bars should be positioned and just pull the drop down, go to left. As you can see right here, this is already done. I'm gonna go on OK and show you how we visualized it right now. So you can see we integrated the previous year and the actual, pulled the previous year to the left side because that's a bit more IBCS and it gives a bit more space and for the eye to see what we were looking at, that it's the actual and beneath that the previous year. And you have a title in the top. And this is actually our first commenting section for TrueChart because title is also kind of a comment. So maybe something that you would type in here is TrueChart Inc., for example. You can also format that. We're gonna tell our users and analysts that values are in €1,000. So just type that in. And we're also gonna say that we're looking at the actual and the previous year. Now, if you go on OK, this will be visualized right here. And if you're a designer, you are the person who enters this comment. So if you do not want the comment to be changed afterwards by another user, just go right-click into the cell menu, because that's always how it looks like. You can click on content, and then you will have the possibility to choose on what the variable is dependent. We don't need to do that here, but we want to show it always, but it should be never editable. So other users should not have access to change the title because the title is fixed here. If you go on OK, you can always resize it and TrueChart will resize your content following. Now, this was another section where I showed you how to integrate a time chart with the actual, the previous year, and also a title that can describe your data better and make your visuals and your reports even more meaningful and easier to read and understand.